dates never end, or do they? You're going on 5 dates. If the first one sucks, just say next. Kick him to the curb and start over with someone new. Careful what you do, because you may be next. Now let's get started.
You guys might as well just go home now until you can win this date. The reason the South even had a chance at winning the Civil War.
No, well, I am the 3rd president. I am the reason we have the Declaration of Independence.
Who cares about that? I was the founder of Pennsylvania.
I protected you. I won battles where I was outnumbered 2-1.
Who cares about that? God does not want that.
God loaded my gun.
God, you guys are tripping. I am the reason we're independent from the British government.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, you guys continue this. I'm gonna go win myself a date. Hi, I'm Robert.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Patty Statton.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Alright, I got a question for you if you don't mind.
Yep, let's hear it.
Alright, I'm a strong supporter of interracial marriages. How do you feel about interracial marriages?
I do not think the whites and blacks should mix, considering that blacks are different species. I don't think they deserve to marry a white person. And actually, we have blacks in the Civil War. They're really good for labor. We have them on the south side. They carry really heavy things. Have you tried using a black person? Carry?
Next.
You know I can do better than you anyways. She was too uptight. Wasn't a beat enough.
I thought this was going to be bad.
Oh, I was over
I
it.
guess I have to show you guys how Thomas Jefferson does it. How you doing? Thomas Jefferson?
I'm Elizabeth. How are you?
Good, good. And you?
I'm good. Alright, I'm going to ask you a question before we get started here. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I believe in equal rights for both men and women in all aspects. If I choose you, would you help me out with household chores and taking care of the children?
Household chores, no. I don't believe in women's rights, to tell you the truth. I really have other things to think about. Louisiana Purchase, getting land for the U.S., getting rights for all of us, Declaration of Independence. I'm trying to be independent around here myself, so.
And you don't think women should be independent?
Negative. I don't think women should be independent at all.
Next.
Oh man, it's cool. Got better things to do anyway.
Can't believe him.
Oh, you really showed us.
That girl wasn't for me, man.
Well, let me show you guys how sentimental to win your heart.
Hi, I'm William.
I'm Elizabeth Patty Statton. Do you mind if I ask you a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Alright. I wrote the Women's Bible, which was written for all women to understand how women are mistreated by religion. Do you agree with me when I say that the Bible and religion mistreat women?
No. Because Eve took the fruit from the garden and she was being mischievous.
So you're saying women is at fault for...
Of course.
Okay, but don't you agree with equal rights?
I do, but I feel like the Bible is right. Sorry.
Next.
Take me to was not for me, was not into God.
Stay single for the rest of my life, man.
None of these men met my expectations. I'm turning lesbian.
My, oh my, these seeds are harder to grab than abolition. This cotton picking is moving slower than molasses.
Beloved slave, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Eli Whitney, and this here's my cotton gin. By my sole invention, I sustained slavery. Old tobacco had exhausted the soil, but by this here invention, I expanded slavery. Think of this. I secured the wealth of the plantation owner, and yours too, by securing your slave labor, by using my cotton gin. Let's look at the charts. In 1793, when I invented the cotton gin, we were producing 5 million pounds of cotton. By 1820, we were producing 120 million pounds of cotton. Heck, I didn't graduate from Yale for nothing. I am the king of the cotton kingdom. So let's try it on for size. It's so easy. Even our black brethren can do it. Try it. You're not a monkey. I'm not gonna beat you. Well, maybe I will.
It's as easy as that. Thank you, Father Whitney.
That's right. So if it wasn't for me, slavery would not have expanded. So get yourselves today Whitney's cotton gin. Think slaves and think cotton kingdom.
What for a cotton gin, my family would be home with me. Wouldn't have to work another 20 years. Civil War.
Yeah, well, heck, little lady, I'm just gonna take my cotton gin and go to some other slave.
And welcome to the dating game. Today we have the lovely Miss Elizabeth searching for that special someone. Let's introduce our bachelors. Bachelor number 1, we have Robert. Bachelor number 2, Thomas. Bachelor number 3, William. And bachelor number 4, Frederick. Okay, let's get started.
Bachelor number 1, and my strategies towards gaining women's rights, they consist of a speech, rallies, participating and encouraging the usage of bloomers, and founder of the National Women's Suffrage Association. What would be your strategy to win my heart?
I'm an expert when it comes to strategy. I won a majority of the battles when I was outnumbered, sometimes even 2 to 1. So I don't think I'll have any problem at winning your heart over.
2. One of my greatest achievements is the rewording of the Declaration of Independence by using the Scenic Falls Declaration of Sentiments. The purpose was to include the word woman as well as men, to have equal rights for all. Would you consider putting these changes into federal action?
As it is written specifically in the Declaration of Independence, only men are created equal. Women should be content to soothe and calm the minds of their husbands, returning Ruppel from political debate.
Bachelor number 3. I had a bad Christian experience when I was younger, and never allowed religion to influence me again. As you can see, religion isn't a main part of my life. Would that affect our relationship?
Heck no, J-Dog and me are homeboys. I even founded my own religion, the Quakers. Yeah, baby, I can quake your world anytime. I'm conducting a holy experiment. We can try it out together sometime in Pennsylvania. You'll like it there. It's the California of the East without the Mexicans.
Bachelor number 4. As well as being a women's rights activist, one who will influence many feminists in the future, I was also an active abolitionist until the 15th Amendment that did not include the word women in the right to vote. How do you feel about my viewpoint and about slavery?
Well, being a former slave, I'm going to have to say that shit sucks. I mean, no man, no matter what color of his skin, should have to go through that. You know, I'm all for the abolition of the slaves, but I'm also for the rights of women. You know, I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong.
I choose bachelor number 4.
Are you annoyed with the power possessed by the states?
Do you need to figure out if a law is unconstitutional?
Are you ever tired of being confused about whether the states or the feds have more power?
Then you found the right person. No one interprets the law like John Marshall. Isn't that right, John?
Absolutely. I've presided over 500 decisions and over 1,000 cases. I've been the longest Supreme Court justice in American history for over 35 years.
What do you know about that?
All I know is that America will be a completely different place without me.
That is right. I cemented the position of the judiciary as an independent and influential branch. Not only that, I set the president of judicial review.
I even shaped the balance of power between the states and the federal government. Ever heard of McCulloch versus Maryland?
I was there.
What about Fletcher versus Peck?
I was there.
How about Worcester versus Virginia?
You already know.
And what about Marbury versus Madison?
Are you kidding me? I said the president, that was my first important case. That was the first year anyone had ruled an act of Congress unconstitutional. I affirmed federal supremacy.
With my broad interpretation of the Constitution, you can be sure that your case will be a success.
Till this day, the Constitution is interpreted how I did it.
I set the standard for the judicial branch for the next 2 centuries. Without me, the states would be in power, there would be no checks and balances, and the court would no longer be supreme.
Bottom line is, call me
John
Marshall.
I'll fight for you.